So there was a request to look at Moonville. That's only on Uniswap, so I'm not going to look at that. But Rose, I looked at Rose, and it is on KuCoin. So this is interesting. So it's in a pattern. I would say that this is pretty much a symmetrical triangle, which breaks to the upside 50% of the time or to the downside 50% of the time. So it's not necessarily more bullish and bearish. So here's the measure moves. If it breaks to the downside, the measure move would be about 3.6 or 3.7 to the downside. To the upside, you're looking at about 6.6 to 6.5 cents if we want to be conservative. So to the upside, it's about a 20% move, and to the downside, that's about a 28% move. Um, and I like this trade because the 4 hour is low, so it's a lower risk. Now the daily chart is high, so that is a problem. 1 hour chart is high, that's another problem. So what you would do if you want to enter this trade? I'm already in trades, but I will put alerts on the 1 hour just so that when it gets low, and if I'm interested in a trade at that point, I get in. So when the R side gets low, I'll get an alert when it gets down here. I'm going to move my alert a little bit up so it doesn't have to go all the way to completely oversold. But if it gets into oversold region, I'll start looking at it on the 1 hour, and then I'll go down to the 15-minute and see if it's low. If the 15-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour are low, whenever this goes off tomorrow morning, probably in about 8 hours, I would enter the trade if I get stopped on my other ones, and if Bitcoin looks like it wants to comply. But yeah, this looks interesting. I think, like I said, I'd wait for the 1 hour to reset and see how it looks then. But this does look like a good trade setup once the 1 hour and 15-minute reset, assuming then the 4 hour is still low. But because it's just 50-50, I would wait to see how it looks. I wouldn't jump in just now. I wouldn't set limit orders at the bottom of the pattern. I would want to see what happens. And so probably what's going to happen is you're going to get rejected here one more time. You're going to come to the bottom of the pattern. If you hold it, you're going to get a bounce. And you would probably break out right there, or you get one more retest at the bottom. And then break out to the upside, or you could break out right here to the downside because it is 50-50 either way. So probably at least one more bounce off the top, and then you get rejected to the bottom, and then you get a bounce up, and then you either break out here or, yeah, I would say no. Today is the 9th, so within the next 24 to 48, I would say within the next 12 to 48 hours, you can get breakout to the upside or downside. And so this is an interesting trade setup. It's one to watch, definitely not one to enter just yet. But this is one I would have on my radar. So thanks for the coin suggestion, because this could be a good trade setup once the 1 hour and 15-minute reset. If you guys have any other coins you would like me to look at, let me know, and I'll look at them tomorrow. Until then, trade safe and have a great evening.